Voice, this is Captain Drew reporting for duty. And just off the bat, in case I sound a little not wonderful or whatever, I'm getting over the flu, so I'm still not 100%, so please bear with me on there. So anyway, today I want to talk about the hypocrisy and damage of cancel culture. Now, first of all, if you look at this picture I have here, okay, we just recently now, just today or whatever, we have Sean Gordon Murphy doing what he thinks is probably the best for his career, pretty much in bowing down and having his cover removed off of Doug TenNapel's project because of some of the thought crimes that Doug TenNapel's accused of. Now, whether you agree with him, with Doug TenNapel or not, is really not an issue. And that's part of the problem today. Because once you let cancel culture win, it doesn't stop. They're going to continue to peck until they destroy everything. And here we have an example of that with this Stephanie Cook. And so now, right after the Sean Gordon Murphy one, she retweets, "And what about your work with comic skater Blake Northcott? Are you pulling your work away from her projects as well?" Because Blake Northcott has worked with some people that are associated with Comicsgate. Now, here's my thoughts. Whether you agree with Comicsgate or not, or Doug TenNapel or not, is not the root of the issue. It's what happened to free speech, being able to work with whomever. Because here's the problem. Here's how they're hypocritical. How can anybody say that they've never worked with somebody that has a disagreement and opinion for them? Or a boss, or an owner of a company that doesn't have any disagreements with them and opinions on something? And that's the thing. You can't. It's hypocritical. Everyone that's ever worked has either had a coworker, a boss, or somebody that has some disagreement with them on some philosophy. So therefore, under Stephanie Cook and other people of the cancel culture, they need to all quit then. They all need to quit their jobs, if that's how they feel. Shut up or put up, you hypocrites. Because that's right down to it. They cannot for a fact say that they agree with everybody they've worked with, or anybody they've been employed with. Now, on top of that, let's double down on that hypocrisy theory. And this is one of the reasons that saying you're not going to buy a product, you're going to boycott something, is only minutely effective and really a bit hypocritical as well. Sure, if it's a direct linkage, you can choose not to support something with your dollars. Absolutely. But let's be honest. We buy hundreds of products, don't we? And every product we buy has a company that produces that product. Now, can we say we agree with what everybody does with that earnings that they make, whether it be a production line person or the owner of the business themselves or a manager? No, we don't agree with every one of those people, but yet we buy that product which supports them and supports their choices to donate the funds, to buy whatever they want, whether we agree with it or not. But see, the problem with these people like Stephanie Cook is they don't see past their nose. They're so busy looking for outrage that they can't even look at themselves. They have zero self-awareness. They don't have a clue how the world works, clearly. My guess is people like Stephanie Cook have an additional axe to grind of jealousy. Maybe they didn't get a particular job and somebody else did that they, so now they're jealous to it of that. It just doesn't make sense. So once again, let's look at these tweets here. It seems to me that if now is the time when you're going to show morals over over who you choose to work with, you might want to take a look at everyone. Once again, point your fingers back at yourself, Stephanie Cook. You cannot for a fact say that everyone you've worked with, you've agreed with everything 100%. If you do say that, you're a liar. Plain and simple. We can't get a room to agree on the pizza toppings for crying out loud. So, once again, hypocrisy. Complete hypocrisy from these people. Another one. Here's a little bit more telling. Revoking your art from one crappy person's project doesn't mean squat if you continue working with other crappy people that people are less vocal about. So in other words, it's Stephanie Cook and other people that are these cancel culture, social justice warriors get to pick and choose what's wrong and what's right even though they work with people they don't agree with. They can cancel you, but don't you dare step on them. And that's the thought in general I want you to think about. Really is the massive hypocrisy of these people. They can't wait to get something canceled. And you watch. If they succeed now on getting Blake Northcott canceled on her projects, who's next? Anybody who's worked with her, right? So it's just going to continue to roll downhill. If they find something wrong with you, they're going to find every reason to cancel you and objectify you, and it will not stop. The best course of action probably would have been for Sean Gordon Murphy to say, you know what, I don't agree with all of Doug TenNapel's viewpoints. Okay, problem solved. Just because you don't agree with somebody on everything doesn't mean you can't work with them. That's the ridiculous beliefs of Stephanie Cook and these other cancel culture people, that you cannot work with somebody if you have a disagreement with them. You cannot talk to somebody. You cannot befriend somebody. You have to hate them and vilify them. But yet, I bet you if we look through her employment, there's people she's worked for that definitely did not agree with everything that she would stand up for. Interesting. We see it all the time. All these people that work for Marvel that toe this big SJW line. You worked under Perlmutter, right? It's amazing. All these people are, capitalism is bad. Capitalism is bad. You are using your platform because of capitalism. You're using a capitalistic platform to promote your socialistic ideology. It's amazing how limited awareness these people have. All right, well, once again, I apologize. I don't sound that great, so I'm trying to keep this a little short, too. That's my thoughts. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. Also, if you want to help me out, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share the videos. That would be very, very helpful for me. And on top of that, if you feel that you're in a place where you can help us out, we have a Patreon and a Subscribe Star account where that money right now we're using to help try to fund my comic book, The C-List. So right now I'm saving up to try to get some artwork to be done, and it's going to be very costly, and I think it's going to take a long time. But, I greatly appreciate every one of you and everything you've done. So thank you very much. Until next time, keep it frugal. I want to make sure I take a moment to thank the people that helped make this video possible. I consider you producers of this channel and of this show. Without your support, these videos would not be possible. So I'd like to thank Rags, Comic Boom, Pop Size, The Frag Minion, Warren JB, Lynch Nut, David Osenwitz, sorry if I mispronounced your name, and A Penny for Your Dimes. I also want to thank the people that like to remain anonymous and anybody else that has contributed to this channel in the past. Without your support, these videos would not be possible. If you find yourself in a position you can help and you want to see your name here too as a producer credit, go ahead and look down in the links below. There will be a Patreon, a Subscribe Star, as well as a one-time donation, and you can see your name up here too. Thank you.